All right, sales managers, I'm going to share something with you today that I really suck at celebrating. So it probably sounds strange, but look, I often set goals for myself and my team. And then when I achieve them or they achieve them, I forget to celebrate the victory because I'm too focused on, hey, what's next? Look, admittedly, it's pervasive in my life. Um, the book The Gap and the Gain by Ben Hardy and Dan Sullivan really hits the heart of this. So, as high achievers, we are so driven towards a goal that once we cross that finish line, many of us don't take time to stop and reflect on, the difficulties and the really the obstacles of our journey, and how far we came. So instead, we see that next big goal that's to come, right? That ever moving goalpost. So, for instance, I recently celebrated 1,100 hours of my boot camp training. So, rather than sharing that and being excited, my first thought was, how quickly can I get to 1,200? Have you ever experienced the same? So, let me share what this looks like on a sales team. So before I will work with a client, my first step is to get to know them. I do some assessments and really do a performance gap analysis, and I do interviews. So I interview each of them to hear each person's perspective of the sales team. So I recently conducted some interviews with several members of the team, and the message I heard from each person when I asked them, what is one thing you would improve here? They shared with me sentiments like, I wish I was appreciated. I don't feel valued. And what I do is never acknowledged. Look, I know what you're thinking because I've thought the same thing myself. Hey, why should we celebrate people for doing their jobs? Right? I get it. But the reality is that we are emotional beings who sometimes think. So this logical viewpoint of, hey, they're doing their jobs, it's not only unhelpful, it's downright destructive. It's why people leave us. So look, most people are motivated by recognition. So they thrive in environments where they feel valued through acknowledgement of a job well done and celebrating those wins. And not everybody needs public recognition, but many do. It just depends on their communication style. So side note, if you don't know what your team's communication style is, certainly reach out. So sales managers, make it a part of your cookbook to celebrate your team's wins. Recognize their efforts, no matter the outcome, right? Look back to where each person started and acknowledge how far they've come rather than only seeing, how much further it is to the bigger goal. It sounds simple, but it is not easy. But remember, growth only happens on the other side of your comfort zone.